Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at decentralized exchanges, and then we're going to take a look at the listings on CoinMarketCap for decentralized exchanges as well, okay? Now let's get into the video. Okay guys, so today we're going to be looking at a crypto-wikipedia article, and it's going to be on what decentralized exchanges are, okay? Or in other words, what DEXs are, D-E-X. Now, a decentralized exchange is an exchange that operates on the basis of a distributed registry. Now, this does not store user funds and personal data on its servers, and it acts only as a platform for searching and matching applications for the purchase of the sale of the user assets. Trading on such platforms takes place directly between the participants peer-to-peer, without any financial intermediaries. Okay guys, just to break that down for you so it's a little less wordy, a decentralized exchange essentially does not hold your cryptocurrency on the exchange for you. It is simply a place for you to match buyers and sellers for a transaction to take place. Now, at the same time, most exchanges call themselves decentralized. However, they are not really decentralized. They use their own servers to store data and applications for the purchase of the sale of users' assets. However, the private keys are stored by the users themselves rather. Now, you may be wondering how decentralized exchanges are different to centralized ones. Centralized exchanges are managed by a particular company or person who profits from those transactions taking place, and managing the exchange means that they are responsible for protecting the user data and the trading information. Now, even though they are in control of the exchanges and they manage the exchanges, they make decisions independently based on the development of the projects. Now, decentralized exchanges are managed automatically or semi-automatically with the involvement of platform participants in the process making of important decisions. Now, what this means is that essentially the platform provides the technical capability for direct interaction between participants and use a distributed registry, otherwise known as blockchain, to store and process all of the data. Now, this list here are a few of the decentralized exchanges that are already up and running. So we have IDEX. IDEX is a decentralized exchange on Ethereum that has real-time trading capabilities and the ability to trade directly from a hardware wallet. This has become a real common thing in the recent years, where people don't even want to put their currency on exchanges. They want to simply trade from one hardware wallet to another hardware wallet, meaning that it is the most secure way to transfer funds possible, because there is no way that the keys would be on a centralized exchange, then for those coins to be taken out and put somewhere else if the exchange was to be hacked. Now, Waves DEX is a multi-platform decentralized exchange with the ability to exchange currency for fiat from the Waves projects. Now, Bancor is a decentralized exchange of an automatic pricing mechanism, and therefore with a lack of dispersion between the purchase and sales price of the tokens. So Bancor network essentially means that the price for the purchase and the price of the sale of the coins would be exactly the same, as opposed to there being a slight difference in the price. Now, Switch.io network, I've not heard of this one before, and I'm not sure why it's got a line through it on this article, so it might not be around anymore. But it is a decentralized multi-chain exchange based on the Neo blockchain with zero commissions. Now, today there are more than 200 fully functioning decentralized exchanges, but it is difficult to compare the numbers to the numbers of their centralized exchange counterparts, which can apparently exceed several thousand. Now, the main advantages of decentralized exchanges is that they stem from distributed architecture, and this means that they have a lack of a single control. Now, the key benefits of this are that decentralized exchanges are completely anonymous. They ensure complete anonymity of the user, and a decentralized exchange does not store the user's assets. Therefore, neither hackers nor a complete collapse of the exchange itself is threatened with a loss of funds, as nothing is stored on the exchange. Now, this radically distinguishes them from centralized exchanges that get hacked quite regularly. Now, a decentralized exchange does not have a single point of entry either. So this means that it is less likely to make it possible to access all the assets and data. Now, this complicates the work for crackers, as it basically means it is pointless to attack the exchange. There are no personal accounts on a decentralized exchange, and verification is not required, so there's no KYC on there. And to be honest, you don't even need to specify the email, so therefore no one will be able to steal your personal data. Now, a decentralized exchange does not have a leadership interest in manipulating prices within the exchange. Since the exchange has a distributed architecture, authorities cannot close it or freeze your account. Thus, decentralized platforms leave users with complete control over their funds, applications, and data, at the same time with full responsibility for their actions. Now, the main disadvantages of centralized exchanges are exactly the same thing that are the advantages of exchanges. Many options for trading, such as stop losses, margin trading, or landing, are not available for most users on decentralized exchanges, and decentralized exchanges normally have a smaller pool of liquidity compared to centralized exchanges. Now, this means that on the individual exchange, the volatility is more likely to be manipulated by smaller accounts. Now, because it is a decentralized exchange, by definition, it cannot have a support service that can affect the transactions of a user's account. Now, since many decentralized exchanges are controlled by smart contracts, cryptocurrencies that do not support interaction with smart contracts cannot trade on them. Now, based on the difficulties above, decentralized exchanges are more reliable and safer than centralized ones, but they are more suitable for experienced users who are ready to take full responsibility for their actions without the ability to contact support service and request a refund. In addition, some decentralized exchanges, such as Bancor, have vulnerabilities as a result, which have unauthorized withdrawals are also a possibility. Now, how are centralized exchanges regulated? In the US, regulators are trying to apply the existing legal framework, and in Singapore, authorities are trying to create a new regulatory framework for such operation of exchanges. Nevertheless, there is no unequivocal position regarding decentralized exchanges in these countries, and in other countries, decentralized exchanges are not regulated at all. So if regulation does come, there will probably be a big crackdown on decentralized exchanges, as governments don't really like there not being someone to blame if something goes wrong. Now, one of the main difficulties associated with regulation on decentralized exchanges is that in most cases, such exchanges are not controlled by specific legal entities or individuals. And this leads to problems when identifying those responsible for any violation, which is what I just mentioned before. Difficulties with checking trading activity and identifying possible violations as well. For the same reason, some already existing rules are applicable to centralized exchanges cannot be applied to decentralized exchanges. So say the government doesn't like how much money you've made if you've made an extreme amount of money, and the government decides that they want to shut down your account because you're making too much money and they think you're doing it in the wrong fashion. They will be able to shut down your account and ban you from trading on that cryptocurrency platform. However, on a decentralized exchange, if it is a true decentralized exchange, they cannot take your account down and they cannot stop you from transacting on the blockchain. Now, how will the concept of a decentralized exchange develop? There is an opinion that centralized exchanges will gradually introduce functionality of decentralized ones, and therefore the future of online exchanges lies somewhere in the middle, offering the user advantages of both types of exchanges. In general, decentralized exchanges are considered the most useful solution and successful ones for serving a wide mass of cryptocurrency users. Nevertheless, the problem of blockchain scaling, as well as the massive use of cryptocurrency, the so-called mass adoption that is, remains unsolved. In addition, the more users that are attracted to decentralized exchanges, the more necessary it will be to solve the problem of complexity of the user interface. Until all the problems are resolved, decentralized exchanges are most likely to remain a purely niche product, and that the majority will not use them. Okay guys, so here we are on CoinMarketCap again, like we were in the last video. We're just going to be taking a look at the top decentralized exchanges, okay? Now there are a ton of decentralized exchanges out there, but there are not many that are very good, or that are trustworthy anyway. So Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange. It has a trading volume of $1.7 billion on a trading volume of 24 hours, which should tell you a lot. They transact a lot of money. And this is because they have 940 markets, but it is a swap market. So there's no leverage, and you're simply swapping between currencies and the price going up and going down. Now, DYDX is another really popular decentralized exchange, and it has a similar trading volume of $1.6 billion in 24 hours. However, it only has 10 markets. Now, these 10 markets are processed using an order book instead of swap. So order book is slightly different, and we can get into that in another video. Now, Kine Protocol, I've not heard of this one, but it only has 16 markets, and it doesn't actually tell me on here what the type of exchange it is. So we're just going to skip that one. PancakeSwap is supposed to be an addition or an upgrade to Uniswap made by different people, but it is not as successful, as you can see, as their trading volume is only 205 million, but they do have 3,897 markets. So that is a huge amount of markets that you're able to swap different currencies on. So all of the rubbish coins that you can find, and all of the major coins as well, you can swap on there. But you do have to be wary of fees. Now, Balancer, I've not heard of Balancer, but they've got 147 markets, and they have a trading volume of $163 million in 24 hours. We're going to skip Arbitrum for today. I've not heard of Dodo, but if it's only an ERC exchange, they are limiting themselves just a little bit. So they have $148 million trading volume on 24 hours, and they have 76 markets, and it is a swap market. Now, Curve is big in the DeFi space for crypto. They do 140 million in 24-hour trading volume, and they have 99 swap markets, okay? So those are the most popular ones there for you guys. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would do me a huge favor. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day, guys.